All right, friends, as promised, I was going to show you everything that my kids are doing for term 2 of, what year are we? 2019-2020. So I will do 3 separate videos, and this first one is for Brigham, who is in 3rd grade. So how we make this work is at the beginning of the term, I create a little checkoff page for them. I just make it in Google Docs, and it says like which kid it is and all their subjects, and if they have a book that they don't do every day, then it's marked out for them. So on the first week, I do it before I print all of them because inevitably I make a mistake, and so before I print 12 pages of paper, I just print one, and then I can edit it as needed. They also get to design their covers of their little checky books. Brigham's is Russell Wilson's Seahawks. I am not sure. I think this is a Seahawk. And then I go and get these bound at the copy store where I like having this bound. And then I've noticed if I do the protective covers, they will most likely last all 12 weeks. So if you're going to do that, I've done just paper and stapling it, and a lot of times it gets ruined and crumpled and shoved places. So just by taking a little bit of extra time and getting those bound, it was like a couple bucks per thing. Helps it to last the full 12 weeks. All right, and that's what I do when I do Minute with Mom. Then I check off everything that they've done, and we can go through all their stuff. So go watch that video if you're not sure of that. So Briggy, first he has language arts, and we've been using The Good and the Beautiful. I really love it. I actually don't have his because he finished it yesterday, and he wanted to destroy it as a rite of passage. Our kids sometimes do that with some of the fill-in books. So level 3 is on the way. So he just finished level 2. We went really slow because sometimes he just wasn't ready to do a bunch of pages at once. So if his attention span allotted for 1 page, we would do 1 page. If it allotted for a couple pages, we would do a couple pages. That's the beauty of homeschooling, is that I can go at their pace, and worksheets aren't the funnest thing for him. And so we would just go nice and slow, and wherever his attention span would go, we would meet there. So anyway, he just finished that, and he's going to be starting, is it levels? What are they called? Levels? Level 3 next week when it gets here. So anyways, that's this. Okay, literature. This book was actually recommended from the Good and the Beautiful website, and then I went on Amazon and read all the reviews, and they were amazing. It is called Imagination Station, and this is book 2. I bought the first 6. He's already finished book 1 within the first week. So he loves these. He thinks they're super fun. For a kid who doesn't like reading, he's reading these super fast. Like it says, focus on the family presents, and so they just have good morals, good themes, that kind of stuff. So he loves this. He's already on book 2, and he's just first week. So no complaining, just reads it. Scriptures. He is reading the Book of Mormon, and I try to get him to read like a picture book version, and he felt like that was beneath him. So we just have to sometimes sit and talk about what things mean, because he wants to read the actual scriptures, even though they don't always make sense to him. Next, he has math, and we do that online teaching textbooks. I've done Matthew C, and I've done Saxon, and now I'm doing teaching textbooks, and I've done CTC math. I did not like CTC math. I didn't feel like my kids were really learning anything. Matthew C was really repetitive. Saxon is actually my favorite, but it's super time consuming on my end as well. The good thing is I got really good at math, so I can help teach a lot of the concepts because I had to do it with them so much. So if somebody gets stuck on teaching textbooks, I can easily come in and help them. I think about every now and then switching back, but my kids really, really like it. They seem to be understanding the concepts, and if they do get stuck, because I did Saxon for so long with so many of my big kids, that I can come in and teach it, and it doesn't feel scary to me. So that's my 2 cents on math. But all my kids do teaching textbooks. Science, we have been doing our science as a group, and we are doing The Good and the Beautiful, and we're doing marine biology. That was their free one, so I wanted to try it out, the free download. And what we've been doing is I just bought one of the books they recommended every week with science. So we do the group, and then during the week you'll get sometimes a really simple book like Berenstain Bears, Coral Reefs. It's just like never underestimate the power of a picture book, because some of my kids were like, this is kind of lame. But guess how much they all understand and know about seahorses, because it wasn't a pain to read. The pictures are usually bright and fun. Everybody always talks about the seahorse boy carrying the babies. So my kids were understanding, like, he doesn't actually get pregnant. She gets pregnant and then she transfers it to him. So never underestimate the power of a picture book, because a lot of kids do really well with them. So that would just be on theirs, that each of the kids would just have one day where they'd read it. And I have a new one for every week. All right, for biography, he wanted to study Christopher Columbus. And I've done the Sterling biographies. I've seen mixed reviews from people, but I kind of like them. They're really simple. Like, he's reading it, he's understanding it. And so I actually quite like the Sterling biographies. So they have some pictures in it, so that it kind of breaks it up, especially for young readers that aren't ready for just all words, right? So it's kind of fun. He likes it. My other kids have read it too. And then history, we were really struggling. I tried the Good and the Beautiful History 3 with him, and we were doing it privately together, and he hated it. It just wasn't working. So this is more, I don't even know if it's like a historical fiction. So it's kind of loosely like telling the story, but not necessarily. So more, I would think more of a historical fiction. I actually didn't read it. Josh and Tess have, and absolutely loved it. So I just gave it to Brig. But Peter and the Pilgrims, they've all really, really liked it. Okay, so Briggy also, 3rd grade, I have him learning cursive. And I once again tried Good and the Beautiful, and I did not like their writing program. It didn't teach to me in a natural sequence. It just was like, here, write cursive, and I don't like that. So he's in Sharpie on this first page, but like practicing going, looping around, up and over. And so it's handwriting without tears. Let me get to the first page. So everything starts with Magic C. So Magic C loops around and then can go up. And so it just builds upon that. Now you have A, Magic C, up like a helicopter bump and back down. Then you add on D, Magic C, up, keep going up, down with the bump. And so it just gets really easy to understand the flow of it. And I did this with my big kids, and they have pretty cursive. So here's well, that doesn't have. So this is, let's see if you can see that. His first tries with cursive, and they're pretty good. So I really like this one. So that's what Brigham will be doing this our term 2. And if he finishes, let's see, Imagination Station, he's already finished book 1, so he's just going to keep going because he likes them. But he has to also finish Christopher Columbus and Pilgrims, Peter and the Pilgrims, in order to come to my pizza party for Battle of the Brains. So anyways, that's Briggy's. And I will also be doing one for Josh and Tess. All right, thanks.